Holy shit.
Jesus.
She's clogged. She's clogged up.
Fucking clogged her. Well, welcome back to Pretty Much Experts. I'm Robert John.
Oh, I'm Skyler.
Look at Skyler, just fucking doing the Lord's work with a clog bong.
Jesus.
And we got Mikey back with video again, 2 weeks in a row.
Wow.
Clog nose.
Setting the precedent.
Don't get used to it.
Don't get used to it.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back.
Welcome back. It's 2020's been a fucking wild year. We've had poor Skyler over here.
It's been a cuck year for me so far.
Truck's not working,
So far
house isn't working.
Yeah. Yeah, my fucking, like... I feel like I just made this joke, but I'll do it again. But it was like, I feel like 2020 started, and I made a comment on this very podcast about how it's like starting really rough with like bushfires and potential World War III. And then like literally the next week, like more personal things happened to me, and I could care less about fucking Iran and
the
Australia.
rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like my fucking truck broke down, and then... Which was just...
House is leaking.
It was just a fucking, like, you know, my power steering had a hole in it, so I had to get that fixed, but then got...
Got diagnosed so many other people.
Yeah, but then, like, got a fucking, like, terminal diagnosis on my truck that, like, it's gonna cost me over, like, thousands of dollars to fix, so it's kind of just, like, you know...
To be clear, the power steering was,
Matter of time.
you know, relatively... minor fix, but it was like as soon as the mechanic got under the truck and looked at it, he's like, this thing is rusting out.
Yeah.
And it's, you need a new radiator, you need all these other things.
Yeah.
That, if to spend $3,000 to fix this, you might as well just start looking for a new truck.
Yeah.
It's 15 years old.
Totally.
Yeah, like I guess...
$3,000 can get you fucking halfway to something decent.
Yeah, get something going.
But, like, we still use it. It's, like... It's not completely fucked, but it is just that, like, it's
the last
probably
winter of
the
it,
last
probably.
year, yeah, last winter. And then fucking couple days ago, we had a big old rainstorm, and my fucking basement leaked. As like a homeowner, and just ruined ruined drywall in my basement. My tenant's room.
Fresh paint.
My fresh yellow paint in this awesome room that we're in. It's actually the hole's
Fucking
right
leaked
there.
right in RJ's mouth.
Yeah.
Right in his bed.
Oh no, I missed his bed, luckily. But yeah,
Got him
so
right in the mouth.
like luckily, like it's not gonna like really cost me like anything because it's like we live in a townhouse, so the condo fees cover like if they have to fix.
Oh, they'd have to if it's structural.
Yeah,
If it's structural or anything like to do with that, like I was saying, like your weeping tile maybe.
Yeah.
Which could still be a thing. Did he even mention that? Like, do you have a weeping tile at the base of your...
He did say that,
you must.
but like it really was...
It could just be crushed or filled with rock.
It could be fucked up, but
know.
he was also just saying that like it's...
There was so much water.
There was so much water that
Yeah.
like it's only going to do... Your weeping tile, you know, it's not getting it all.
Yeah, but if this happens once a year even if this amount of rain happens once a year, which I'm kind of doubting because the springtime rains like a motherfucker too.
This was fucked though. This was like all day of torrential downpours.
Torrential, like 14 hours straight.
Which again, if it happens once a year, this is still a problem for you once a year where you have to fucking repaint and retape and drywall and mud and everything, right? Like, or like, cut that out and put a piece in. It's like, that shouldn't be on you.
No.
That's got to be covered too. Like structurally, the strata would cover that, but you'd think even just the building material.
No, the fucking like even there was a contractor came here and looked at it, and he even told me he's like, I'm not gonna rip anything up because if I do, you have to pay for it, basically, right? So he's like, you don't want me to do that. I don't want to do that. But we did take out like I got a drop ceiling, so we just like took out some panels and like looked in the roof. And he said that he thought the water was coming in through like where my floor meets the foundation, basically.
Yeah, like your footer or header board there.
Yeah. So even like looking at it now, I wonder if even if I just put like some caulking in or something, like maybe that would help seal it a little bit better.
Wasn't Nick saying the other night that he got some kind of epoxy bullshit and he like patched up his in the same spot?
Yeah, because he was saying...
And honestly, like, just go old-fashioned, get a bucket of tar, and just tar the bottom foot of your house.
Yeah.
You know, for real. Just fucking. Yeah. But like the same kind of thing with any other product. Like just like if you can get something that sprays on like a good, like a kind of like spray and bed liner they use in trucks and shit. Like there's household versions of that stay kind of rubbery. I'm sure you could just load up like where your brick meets the concrete outside. Load up there, and then maybe if you can get in your drop ceiling, load up right on the seam if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it all here now.
Because you might spend $50. You might spend $50 on the material, and then hopefully not have to deal with it again. Just seal it up as best as possible. Yeah. Hope that that's the only problem, right?
Yeah, really. I mean, it hasn't.
Did you talk to your neighbors or anything? Did you ask them or see them?
No, absolutely not.
God no. God no.
Talk to my
neighbors. Hope they drown.
No. No. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of hoping it never happens again.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But I wouldn't cross them too hard. It's definitely going to happen again.
Just ostrich the problem. Like again,
you're going to be taking on water if you don't do something.
There's a lot of rainwater. And even, like, the dude that was here, like, I don't fucking know anything. I know cars better than I know houses.
Yeah.
But, like, he showed...
Because you're a car guy.
Yeah, because I'm a car guy.
Yeah.
But he was showing me, like, where the water goes out to the street, and there's like it's still exposed out there.
Yeah.
But it's like a hole in my foundation that like whatever, and there's this pipe, but you could see the rainwater was coming up from underneath of the house. Like that was his other thing. The guy said that he's like a lot of the houses that I've seen today, like a lot of them are like yours, like the wall's fucked. Yeah. But majority of them are that the water is coming up through all the drains. In people's basements, because the water.
Because that's the lowest. You're going to be your lowest fixture. It's not really a fixture, but because it's open and exposed, it's treated like a fixture.
Yeah.
So that's your lowest access point for water. So if the groundwater gets too high, and like you said, starts flooding all the main drains, and it just can't keep up with the amount of water that's coming, it's eventually just going to back up.
Yeah.
And it's going to back up to the lowest point, and it's going to hit all the lowest points first and make its way to your fucking upstairs bathroom, which would be like Noah's Ark level water, but you know, like it could happen.
Oh yeah, like luckily, like the RJ's room that we're in here is like finished, but majority of the basement is all just concrete anyways. That it's like if that gets wet,
worst case.
Cares,
but what he told you to do is genius. You just pretty much take a clean out or a cap off of whatever plumbing you can get to before it enters your house, ideally.
Yeah.
And that's where the water is going to surface first because it's now the lowest point. Or lowest plus closest to where the water's backing up.
Hopefully, yeah. So, but I looked actually just now and I was...
mitigates it.
And the water is gone. So it's like the water's gone down. Like, you know.
It was scary. Like the
the groundwater won't last for long. Like not unless it's constant.
But I just mean this is like a fucking week ago, 2 weeks ago now almost.
But I don't remember what day it was because my memory sucks. It was maybe Monday.
Yeah.
I had to go catch a bus. It was Monday. Mm-hmm. And I walked downtown and the river level was terrifying high. Like it was flush with the banks.
Yeah.
Like they had it's in like a cement channel-y whatever canal. And it's like the water was almost maybe 3 feet below the bridge.
Yeah.
Like it was there's a lot of fucking water rained that weekend.
Yeah.
So this is 3 days later kind of thing when I was walking and it's still the river's overflowing. It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super dangerous.
That river's on a lock system though, I think too, where they can lower and raise.
Yeah, because right where I was walking, there is like a waterfall.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I know you're it's definitely you can only do that so much, and it's if there's that much water, it's got to go somewhere.
And that's all water now that's been seeping down from the town and stuff. All the drains are finally emptying properly.
I will say that I'm not a big fan of snow at all. I don't really like driving in the snow, but I don't mind it.
Yeah. I prefer it
over
rain.
Yeah, no, after this rainstorm I was so stoked when it fucking snowed here. Yeah. Just you know what, I'll take 30 centimeters. That's no problem.
If it never rained again and only ever snowed, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah. Say that
Granted, I don't like the cold that much, but if that was the trade-off, if it just never rained again ever, not that big of a deal.
Snows
sucks, but you get used to it.
I got used to the rain living in Ireland. Like, it rained every single day.
Wow.
I guess similar for you in Vancouver. Like, it's got to be.
Well, it does. It rains literally every day. The thing is, though, it doesn't rain all day. It'll just rain for 2 hours every day.
Yeah, that's the same as Ireland. You know? Like, it's not pouring all day, but it is like there's no point of your day you're not getting
Very rarely
wet.
does it ever pour all day.
Yeah.
It's like maybe a day or two a month it might be an all-day rain, but...
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, you get used to it, but it still fucking sucks. Like, you can't do anything in the rain.
Yeah, you're always wet all the time. But there was no storms or anything there. Like, it was really strange.
No.
Like, it just rained mildly once or twice a day. Like, I like a good, like, summer thunderstorm. But, like, that wasn't a thing in Ireland. And I'd ask her, like, oh, is it, like, cool? Like, and they're like, no. They, like, you know, locals would talk about going on vacation places and, like, oh, we saw, like, lightning.
Seeing it.
Like, saw lightning. And it's like,
Totally.
yeah, that's like a weekly thing in Canada.
Dude.
Wow.
That's a funny thing, like, because when I moved up north, two things. They had never seen raccoons, most of the people that lived up there, that were townies, and they very rarely ever see lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if it just hits the mountains or gets or
Yeah,
whatever, or it discharges over the ocean.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. That's
where
weird.
it's like you get it every once in a while, but it's rare.
Yeah.
Like people, the same thing. They'll be like, "Oh, I went to Ontario and there was this massive thunderstorm, lightning, and it's crazy." And it's like they just Same with raccoons. They were all fucking giddy for that shit too.
Giddy for coons. Yeah. Yes, like Southern Ontario gets like
but back
wicked
to your house
thunderstorms and stuff. Yeah.
Back to your house and car, like or truck. Like if what happened to you happened to me, I'd be so fucked. If my vehicle broke down and it started taking on water,
you'd be
to that extent,
fucked.
I'd drown.
Yeah.
I'd probably just drown, right?
Definitely drown. But
better you than me. That's all I'm saying there,
We
Boyle.
told the people about our Taco Bell experience.
No, there's so much stuff
like,
that I was gonna like. Oh, this is gonna be great for the show, and then I just totally forget. Like our life just goes too fast.
You gotta write shit down. But so the same morning that it was like as pissy rainy as it was, we also
wait, Mike's on hold.
Oh, he's putting us on hold.
Yeah, it's back.
Oh, it's back. Okay. Okay.
Video is gone though.
Yeah, you cuck bitch.
That's fine.
But so, yeah, we got up extra early on this Saturday that it rained.
Yeah.
So we could go and try to secure a year's worth of free Taco Bell.
Yep.
Oh yeah, shit.
It was like
you guys went.
It was the
How
big
early
giveaway.
did you go?
We went an hour and a half early, and it's just like none of us want to get up early on a Saturday morning. The giveaway starts
you
at
guys
10.
Stay up all night.
Well, we didn't think anyone gave a shit about Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Like, we love Taco Bell, but, like...
It's free for a year.
But you talk to most people, like, that week, telling people, like, I gotta get up early on a Saturday to get Taco Bell. And they're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, Taco Bell's gross. And it's just like, no, like, Taco Bell rules. Like,
but it's free for a year.
Free for a year. Yeah, we're going. And I feel like you were, like, the hardest one to, like, get on board. Like, the roommate was, like, 100% down, setting the alarm, we're getting up. You kind of dragged your feet a bit, but, like, I'll go.
It's like, secretly, he wants it the most.
Yeah,
you know
it's just the Saturday morning part. It's just the Saturday morning part. Like, want to sleep in.
You don't want to waste.
Also
you don't want to not
like,
sleep in.
I didn't think that it's like we're never gonna get it.
I thought we had a chance.
All-nighter. That's why you need a van. You pull your van right up front, and you just party in the van all night. And then when they come to tow your car, you're still the first one in line.
But our thought was like we're gonna get there at 8:30. It opens at 10. Like there'll be a few people there, but like one person go hold the line, the other two like chill in the car with some coffees.
Yeah.
And we'll just do like a 15-minute rotation or something.
Yeah.
And that morning we wake up to torrential storm, like it's, hurricane level. Like it was wild.
Oh my
like
God.
the water in the road trying to drive is like,
conspiracy.
this is fucked.
Yeah.
So like we're thinking, absolutely nobody's there. This is going to be easy. And we pull in the Taco Bell a lot, and there's already like around the block, people in tarps and tents, like they had been there all night. Lawn chairs as far as the eye could see.
Yeah.
And
I
just
fucking told you.
immediately, like, okay, no, turn around, like, we're not fucking going.
I'm
like,
not getting in line.
there's already more than 50 people here. Like, everyone that's... And you could see people, like, walking, still approaching the restaurant, like, on foot, like, groups of, like, 7 and 8.
Yeah.
And it's like, do these fucking cucks know how to count?
Yeah.
Like, if you're showing up with a group of 7 and there's already a line around the block, like, it's only the first 50
they're hoping
people.
that people...
Yeah.
Like, the people that are, like, the 100th and 200th where they're still lining up and they know, they're just hoping that people are having jammers, stroking out, fucking getting hauled away, like, you know, while they're in that lineup. Because even then, like, to be the 200th person in that lineup, you're just as dumb as the fucking 51st person in that lineup. Yeah. You know?
If I did get in that line, like, before I even committed to that line, I'd do a duck, goose.
I'm counting all the way up.
I'm counting all the way from
There's
start
only
to finish.
50 people. I'm going to be able to count that.
Yeah. If you're at 32, I'm like, okay, I'll wait. If it's like, there's like 48-ish, I think, and there's a bunch of people in the drive-thru, which I thought was genius.
Yeah.
Like, people just...
That's super genius.
in the cars, like, parked at the drive-thru, and there's like...
Probably disqualified. I would say
You can't
probably
say
disqualified,
it's first
but
50 customers.
genius.
There's nothing about using the front door.
Yeah.
They're not going to have the manpower or woman power to service the drive-thru right away.
Well,
they're going to get at least 10 or 20 off on the
first guy in the
inside.
drive-thru is getting ordered. Like, he's
That guy is probably the only guy that is getting it.
That's it. But he's waiting in his car.
Yeah.
He's just got the motor running, listening to fucking
you know
the
what?
radio.
Fucking genius. Fucking genius.
Yeah, it was genius.
I would have backed in. I would have backed in right in front of the guy who was first in line. But, like, you can't even move if you have to, so we're both getting this.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, I knew that you guys were going to have to go the night before. And I know
I really
it's
didn't
like...
think it.
No, I didn't think that was a
It
thing.
would be near impossible to come up with a van on that short notice.
Yeah.
But if you had a van, that's it. Like, you just pull up, and even 2 nights before.
Yeah.
Because it's under construction. It's not open. No one else is going in and out.
It's actually been open
And
for,
just
like,
open for a while,
we'd been there already.
Yeah.
Like, this is just...
Wait, what?
This is just the official grand opening.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
you know, maybe like...
Okay, that's different. I thought this was like...
Maybe like 2 weeks earlier, we had to go
Cut
to that
the
parking
ribbon.
lot for something or to print some shit out at Staples.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck? There's a Taco Bell?
Yeah.
And then, like, within 3 days, like, we're at that Taco Bell, like, you know,
fuck
giving it a
man.
test run. And it just happened that, like, the actual like, official grand opening is, like, the next week.
Yeah.
Like, so it's been open. Like, we've already tasted their wares. They were delicious.
Yeah. Typical Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, sadly, we did not get Taco Bell for a year. And I'm a little butthurt.
you know,
I don't
we
really
tried.
want to go
It was
back
some
and
effort.
spend money there now.
Oh, I've
You
already
know,
been
it's-
back.
Now, hold
Yeah.
on. How early would you go? How early would you go if it was free Buc-ee's for a year?
Well, like, now I know the danger.
Would you quit your job?
I think
Would
it
you
would
quit
be
your
like
job
you
or
have
what?
to go the
Yeah.
night before and make it a night, like
I'm
Mike's saying.
glad that it was
It was
like
a free bucket
that it
for
was
a
a
year.
Taco Bell that we
The
learned
cheapest
this on.
food ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if
You
it
didn't
was,
learn it on the
now that
Buc-ee.
we know that if it's like KFC, it's like, okay, we're getting a tent or something,
Uh-huh.
you know, like, or you're renting a
Oh, dude.
U-Haul for the day.
Rent a van.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. You'd save money over the course of the year if you got a Buc-ee a week.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God, you would never go.
Because
hungry.
even if you still just park, even if you just parked the van off to the side and had like 3 or 4 people, and you just drank and smoked and whatever, and just alternated in the lineup, right? As you
Yeah.
guys were drinking and smoking
Yeah.
all night.
Yeah.
And just stay up all night and have the van running, the music going, like,
Yeah.
you know, until the cops come. Maybe one person stays sober, but
Maybe. No.
you could do it. You could
Yeah.
do it.
Oh yeah.
Well, now you
Next
know.
time.
Now you
Now
know.
we
Next
know.
time, yeah.
Now we know. We
Now it's half
tried.
the
We
battle.
tried. We gave it the college try.
That's fantastic.
But you also
That's how
gotta
you
know.
also. That's another. That's how you know it's still a small town, because you can never ever do that in the city. The amount of
No.
homeless people that would stab other homeless people to be the
Free
first
food for
50 in
you.
that line. It's
Yeah.
a fucking riot. It's
Yeah.
a full-blown riot in any city, anywhere in the world.
But
You
like,
know?
would the homeless people know about the promotion?
No, they don't have Facebook.
I think like
Dude,
this.
they
was,
live there. They live there. Of course they know.
But this was like a
That's their
Facebook
third or
thing.
fourth bathroom.
You know,
Dude, what, did they have a banner up?
No.
Of course.
They had a-
homeless people are gonna know.
they had a grand opening banner, but not the like
First 50
First
people
50
eat
people.
for a year.
Oh.
Yeah, there's nothing like that.
You know what, though? Yeah, they'd know. They'd be there when the first person showed up.
Yeah.
And they'd hear about it. Come on.
But even the
Yeah.
Facebook,
I'm saying if it was in the city, if it's in a city,
would-
but
the
you know
word
there's
would get
homeless
out.
near
Like, I
Taco
don't want to
Bell.
like take jabs at the homeless, but like you'd also then have to have money to buy something.
yeah, it's the first 50 people, like first 50 customers, not the first
Yeah.
50 handouts.
No.
Like you have to buy. You got to get a fry supreme
It's
or
all
something.
the same.
You
Dude,
get in line
if it's
and
$2.50.
just ask.
You don't think those homeless that are out there begging, they don't
I
got
want to talk
$2.50?
about
I don't know.
But
What if they just stumbled upon, like you said, like they're walking around the corner, they see the line, they can count to 50, so they do
Barely.
the math and like, fuck
Are
yeah.
you saying if this happened in downtown Toronto, or like not even downtown, outside of the core in Toronto, where there is a population
Yeah.
of homeless, or off Main Street in Vancouver, or anywhere on the south side in Edmonton, it's like if this fucking Taco Bell in the middle of a city center was like, we're giving first 50 customers free Taco Bell for a year,
Yeah.
fucking
would be
murderous.
nuts. It would-
Murderous.
it will be.
Okay,
blood.
like all I'm saying is that's how you know Guelph is still a small town, because the one homeless person in Guelph didn't hear about it because he can't afford Facebook.
Yeah.
Right? It's a shame, but that guy didn't hear about it. But if it was downtown any city, or like Skid Row any city, fucking murderous riot. Like we've all seen Rodney King, unfortunately.
yeah.
I'm talking next level.
Wow.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
everyone has seen this before. I have a fucking gripe, and I need to get this off my chest.
Let's hear it.
All right, let's hear it.
Let's hear it, Bubba.
My gripe is Harry Potter movies.
Oh, okay. I've never.
I
think
didn't
I've
know
seen
they were
one.
still doing that.
No, I mean, I have no idea if they're still doing it, but like, I was a proud card-carrying member of, like, I've never seen one of those movies in my life.
Yeah.
And I think it's fucking lame, and everyone that I know that's into them is fucking lame.
Yeah.
And
I seen one. The Philosopher's Bone, I think it was
The
called.
porn parody.
No, it was the real movie.
Yeah. Okay.
And I didn't get any of it, and like so.
So this
and
is
none of the fucking CGI impressed. It just.
Well,
it
so
was
this
whatever,
is
it was
my
a whatever
story.
movie.
This
It
is
was whatever.
This is my take on it. Hanging out with an old bud, like this is like 2 weeks ago kind of thing, and she's like, "Let's do edibles and watch Harry Potter," and I was like, "I don't want to. That is lame. I don't want to watch those movies. I like that. I've never seen any of those movies."
Yeah.
But then she just like kept saying like, "Yeah, but the edibles and all that," and I'm like, "Fine, I'll do it."
Yeah.
So we take a bunch of edibles, like eat some brownies, give it 2 hours, like let's start this movie. And we're starting it like pretty late. It's like midnight.
Yeah.
So we watch like half an hour of it, and then I pass out. Like
Yeah.
I just ate, you know me and my edibles.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
go Delta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like I got autistic and fell asleep.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first half hour
Extra
of
wet
it,
in the mouth.
like I'm into it. I'm like, oh, I get why this is a popular movie.
Yeah.
Like there's really cool characters.
stoned.
Building this world, all these fucking terms. It's like, oh, this is its own, like,
Yeah.
fucking... I get it.
Okay.
But I fell asleep within 30 minutes.
Yeah.
40 minutes, maybe.
Well, also what you're saying is you get it because you felt slightly autistic at the time.
I was, yeah. That is an aspect
Yeah.
of it. I was running at, the
Yeah.
battery level was really low. It seemed really interesting.
Fucking DEFCON 1.
So then,
Flashlights on.
a week or so goes
Just
by,
doing quick.
and we're, like, chatting, and she's like, okay, let's do that again, and we'll finish the movie. Like, you were really into it. And I was like, fuck, like, I'm really embarrassed to admit, like, I
Yeah.
did like
You were
that
really
movie.
into it until you went into a coma.
Like,
Was it
I
the
was-
first one?
It was the first one.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. We'll do it again. So this time, like, we're starting the movie halfway through. Like, I remember what happened, but I did fall asleep. Like, maybe there's, like, one scene, like, what happened there? Like, oh, that's that.
Yeah.
Whatever. So we watched the last half of this movie. I didn't get quite as autistic. Like, the edibles didn't hit me as hard. They did, like, later on that night. But,
Yeah.
like, I was fine. That movie fucking sucks so bad. Like, the movie ended, and I was like, wait, that's the ending of the movie?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, what was this movie about? Like, I have no idea. Like,
No
that was the
conclusions.
climax? Like, them fucking, like, naming what fucking group of kids at the school got the most points? Like, that is the climax that we're building to?
Yeah.
Like, that's the Mighty Ducks triple deke? Like, this fucking old man giving out points to the kids and who did the most, and one kid got an extra 10 points for friendship? Like, this is so fucking stupid. Like, why do people like this movie? Like, it was so bad. Like, how is there 7 of these movies? Like, why do people care?
No one should be hold on. No one should be getting points for
He
friendship.
got an extra 10 points for
care what-
friendship
what
because he had to
sport
stand
you're
up to his
playing.
buddy, and it's like, oh, this is the hardest thing that's ever. You got to stand up to your friend. So here's another 10 points.
Sounds like the Girl Scouts.
Change the fucking banners in the hallway and everyone cheers. And it's just like, that's the touchdown? That's Rudy's moment? Like, why is this movie popular? This is fucking horrible. And in every instance of the movie where there's like a little bit of a like, oh, what are they going to do? Yeah. It's like Harry Potter just fucking did it and won. Like every single time it's like the fucking weird ugly orange kid goes and he does it like pretty good.
Yeah.
The brown nose girl that knows everything does it a little bit better. And then without trying, Harry just does it the fucking best every single time. Yeah. And this happens like 9 times in the movie. When he's just like, it's a natural talent, well, fucking me little twisted ass wand. And it's like, why do people like? I don't get it.
Yeah,
Harry Potter can do fucking anything without even trying. Like,
you're talking so much shit right now, and your brother has a cat named after one of the Harry Potter people.
No, I don't. That's Hermione.
Yeah. That's your cat.
No, my cat's name is Harangi.
You clearly love the genre.
I saw the first movie in school, I think. I definitely remember the ending.
Any
of the
movie
first
in school
movie.
was
when
awesome,
he got the
let's
fucking 10 points for friendship.
I thought it was like, don't they like take that guy's like turban off and
but then after that.
Oh, okay, I don't see that.
It
sucked. It was terrible.
It sucked. Even that part when it was like, oh.
They just piss on that guy's culture.
Yeah, they ripped the dude's turban off, and it's like he's been bad the whole time. And it's like, I didn't even know there was a bad guy in this movie. Like, this is such a vague, like, what are they fucking doing? They're just exploring the school at night, and apparently there's a bad guy? Like, I have no clue. Again, I was, like, a little autistic from the edibles. Maybe I missed something.
Yeah.
But it was just like, what, the movie, like, literally this movie's over right now? Like, I am so fucking confused.
They honey-dicked you.
Yeah.
So you're not going to watch the sequel?
We started the second one, then I got autistic again and fell asleep.
I feel like they get darker. Like, I think that's...
But it's just like, whatever. Like,
I don't know.
I'm going to do edibles and put it on.
Yeah.
But for the people that, like, love these movies, shame on you.
Like, if we're shaming people that like movies,
if you're under the age of like 20 right now,
if you're under the age of 9,
you're into Harry Potter,
I mean, over the age of 9.
Yeah, well, they would have been 2 or whatever when the first one came out.
You have to be a complete child to find that interesting. That like Harry Potter can just do anything without trying, and he gets out of every.
You have to find it. You have to find Harry Potter before you're 10.
I don't think anyone did.
I get it. Like if you're old now and into
it,
maybe there's like a little bit of a nostalgia.
7 billion people.
Like I like comic books, and they're pretty much the same.
No,
like, if anything, I would say that like I don't know. I was talking to one of my buddy's friends. Girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like she's like, I think you'd really like Harry Potter, and it's just like I did like Harry Potter when his name was Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
You know, like everything Harry Potter does, it's like Doctor Strange has already done it.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing new here for me.
Yeah.
But also, there's no 40-year-old just right now getting into comic books. They grew up with it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
right?
It's like your grandfathered in.
That's what I'm saying.
So like there are Harry Potter people that were 9 years old when it came out, and they're like 20 now or whatever.
Yeah,
25.
but I don't fucking name my kids Michelangelo Ninja Turtle shit. Like,
not yet.
Grow up. Like that shit was cool when I was a kid.
You gotta have sex first, buddy.
Fucking cuck.
Fucking cuck. And speaking of
you can't
cucks,
get your pillow pregnant.
Speaking of cocks that love Harry Potter, I was telling Skyler this the other day. Like, me and Mikey, we have a good friend, Mimi, shout out, she's rad as hell. Her cool punk band just opened for Annie Flag, like, in London this week. And I saw it on Instagram.
Damn.
And I saw it on Instagram. I'm like, that's so rad. Like one of our buds, like, starts a punk band and is, like, the local act opening like a relatively like big punk band that everybody knows. Like I've seen that band many times. Yeah. Like that's cool.
They're coming through here actually too, like in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's like that's cool.
Playing the Wise Hall.
And you know, I take that like a little bit like that's cool. Like I've seen Annie Flag a few times like opening for other bands. I've never really bought a CD. Yeah. And people that like Annie Flag, I'm like, okay, whatever, like I'm not huge. Like they got a song or two.
Time and a place.
But
time and a place.
I know I ended up on like an Instagram rabbit hole, like based on she posted it. She tagged Justin Sane, the lead singer of that band. I'm like, oh, let's check out his Instagram.
That's rad.
No, the guy's the fucking lamest dude of all time. His entire fucking Instagram is just selfies with him and his stupid faux hawk. And in his, like, Instagram bio, it's, like, lead singer and founder of Anti-Flag House Gryffindor. Like, he's a Harry Potter dude.
Oh,
and, like, how can you fucking say that in the same sentence?
Yeah.
Like, lead singer and founder of Anti-Flag House Gryffindor, and then, like, you know, like, the revolution, like, fist up. Like, what a piece of shit.
Just insane.
And then just scroll down and it's all just selfies with him.
Listen, his name is just insane.
Yeah, fucking lame.
You know,
as
not
fuck.
his, obviously not his given name.
More like Justin
And if that's
Lame.
like your
Justin
persona,
Justin Lame.
if
But fuck Harry Potter.
if
and
that's
the
your
fans.
persona, it's already fucking
Griping
lame.
hard on Potter this week.
If we're throwing shame out at people,
That's gripe things, yeah.
About like I think that people that love Star Wars are pieces of shit.
I feel like
Oh my
the blue,
God.
like what do
I
they say?
agree.
The rose is off the bloom or whatever. What's that expression?
I have no
The
idea.
bloom is off the rose.
No
Yeah.
idea.
Like I don't think there's a lot of like diehard Star Warsers anymore because the last 3 have kind of sucked.
Dude, they're
Yeah.
60.
Yeah, but
They're
it's like
60-year-old people.
no one's lining up to see whatever this one was called.
You don't think so?
No.
I think they're.
No, it's honestly, it's all the 40-year-olds. They've all been
But like,
grandfathered into that
remember
shit,
when
too.
like
Still
Phantom
no.
Menace came out in like '99?
Yeah.
and people like they were in line for like a week before the fucking movie came
Dude,
out.
that's
Like
true,
it was
yeah.
Horrible
huge. No one's line. What's this one even called?
I don't know.
Like the Apex Jedi or something. Like people probably
no
bought
idea.
their tickets
Zero.
online a week in advance.
Maybe, yeah.
But like no one even lined up like they did for
But
free
I would
Taco Bell.
say I'd say that like, it has kind of worn off. But
Yeah.
like when the first new one,
Yeah,
Force
it
Awakens
came back hard,
out,
yeah.
like people were fucking stoked.
Yeah.
on it.
But they put out 5
I
shitty
think
movies.
If they want to rejuvenate the franchise, they're gonna have to start giving away more points for friendship.
Fucking
It's
10
not
bonus points for
solidarity.
friendship. Change the banners and everyone has fucking riot.
Yeah, but those people
We need more
suck.
merit badges if we're Star Wars. If we're gonna, beef up the
Yeah,
franchise.
Star Wars is
here.
fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, never been into it. Never appreciated it.
I'll watch them,
Don't give a fuck.
and I'll watch them and not hate them. Like, Harry Potter fucking sucks, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's no redeeming quality. Like, I'll watch a Star Wars movie and be like, okay, that's a movie.
Yeah.
But at no point does it end. I'm like, I can't wait to see what happens next. Like, I don't care.
I
There's those
would
2
put the
standalone
newest
movies
Harry
came out. I
Potter-
didn't see either of them. Like, I don't care.
Oh,
I'd put
Star
the
Wars.
newest Harry Potter, I've never seen it, up
Yeah.
against the newest Star Wars, and I've never seen that either.
Yeah.
And I'd say Harry Potter smashes it as far as it being enjoyable.
Well,
Yeah.
like, the
I'll
one
give
Harry
you
Potter
that
movie
probably.
I
The
The
saw
newest
that
of the
was
two?
unwatchable.
So here it comes. Here's
Yeah, but
my
you watched the
also-
one where they were all 7 years old.
yeah, that was
you
high
know?
as shit.
I feel like too like
Should have enjoyed it more.
I think the Star
Kids
Wars
suck.
fan.
We all know this.
I'll give Harry Potter people some cred here. I
Okay.
think they're a smarter group of people. than
Wow.
Harry Potters.
Okay.
Only because like
They actually had to read?
yeah,
Yeah.
for one, and two, the Star
Yeah.
Wars movies, like the new ones,
Yeah.
are basically just like remakes of the
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
like the original
It's
ones.
a Reach trilogy.
Like
It's
I
the
remember
same thing.
watching the first. I saw the Force Awakens. I
Yeah.
haven't seen any of the other ones,
I saw
and
the
it was
second one.
literally like when it was over. I felt like Will Ferrell's character in Zoolander.
Yeah.
Just like, am I dealing with a bunch of crazy people? Like
taking Christ.
it was the same movie. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like. Beat for beat, and even
It's
it's
the
like,
same movie.
oh, it was the same fucking movie.
But
It's-
dude, this is like you really are being a hypocrite right now because you still watch all the goddamn Spider-Mans when they come out.
I do.
And the guys just keep getting gayer and gayer, and that's the only thing that fucking changes with the movies.
but that's fine. They can.
You know?
I don't.
it's the
you know,
same story though.
No,
There's been
they're
6
different.
of them. It's the same fucking stories.
They're different. Did you see Infinity War? Get out of
No,
here.
I didn't see any of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna. That's
It's
the
great.
problem with all of these fucking franchise
day-
movies. It's like
the
We
other-
watched
One
one
is
of them
enough.
recently.
Yeah, the other day I got a brand new sound bar for Christmas, but we had to like buy a cable to plug it into the TV, and so I just like plugged it in and to test it, like fired on Infinity War, the Avengers on the old Netflix, and just like like fast forwarded it to like the loudest scene,
Test the
just
sound.
to test the sound, and then like the roommate and RJ were like sitting in the room with the TV on, and I started making dinner, and then like before you know it, it's like 45 minutes goes by. We're all sitting down just watching it. Like nobody.
I feel like you yelled out at one point. You're like, "Yeah, it sounds great. Like you guys can change it." We're both like, "Yeah, we'll change it." Like after this scene, though, like I want to see the Hulk smash some shit, and then we just watched.
And then we ended up watching the whole fucking movie. Like okay, like let's go start our night now.
Yeah.
So fuck you, Mike.
Okay.
They're good movies. They're just well made. It's hard. It's the same thing as like my favorite movie is Shawshank Redemption.
Wow. And
it's because once that movie's on, like there's no point when you can turn it off. Like it's like there's no break that
That's exactly how I feel about Half Baked.
Yeah, you can't turn it like it's on and it's just like fuck. I'm here all day now.
Yeah.
Or Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Super
it's just
Troopers.
like once it's on, it's like I'm not turning this off. Like I guess I'm watching Indiana Jones all day.
Damn it.
But there's a lot of other movies when you're just like, okay, this is the boring part. Like the chick's talking.
I just don't particularly like the franchise movies because it feel like you like if you don't give a shit already about what's going on, you have to invest so much time.
Oh, for sure.
Into kind of catching up. So if you weren't following it, like if you didn't already give a shit before the first one came out, then it's like you'd have to play some real catch up. And I didn't jump on the bandwagon because I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So I never caught up. And now I'm fucking 20 movies deep. And like, if I want to understand this, I got to watch 20 fucking movies.
I know,
are you kidding me?
I know I've had my mom asked me when Infinity War came out.
I mean, they are standalone movies, right?
No, it was Infinity War because it was like, it was big, right?
Yeah.
And I remember her asking me then, like, if I want to see, like, Infinity War, do I have to see any of the other movies? And it's just like, absolutely yes.
Yeah, you do. Like, you can watch it.
Absolutely, everyone at least 2 times.
Yeah.
Like, you can watch it,
Yeah.
but it is like, no, but that's why that movie's such a good payoff.
Yeah,
exactly. You love Guardians of the Galaxy, you love, like, Black Panther was fucking rad.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to see all these people meet and do shit together.
Yeah.
If it was just like, here's 30 characters all in the same movie, like, and that's even Harry Potter.
Like talking to my roommate, where she's only into the comic book stuff because I'm into it. Like I drag her to all those movies, right? But she's into it. She likes them.
Well, because I feel like they're good movies.
Yeah,
like, you can.
but she
be like, comic books are stupid, but like
her take on it too. It's just like. I think she even said this when we watched Infinity War. I'll try not to like overly spoil the movie if you haven't seen it, like Mike has. Has it?
Dude, you can spoil the fuck out of it.
But
for all I care.
So at the end of Infinity War, they all die basically. Like all the Avengers die, and it's like it's actually kind of sad. And like even the roommate said the same thing, that it's just like watching everybody die on screen was just like, oh man, really? Like,
you know what you sound like right now? Like a cuck bitch.
No, that's a thing though. Like,
like a fucking bitch cuck.
My old roommate, the old Mexican roommate, she hated comic book movies, obviously, like most girls do, and she's just like, I just don't care. Like, I don't know any of these characters. Like, you go into them knowing who they are, so you care. But she loved like Xmen movies.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, well, why do you like Xmen? She's like, well, because I know who all those people are. And it's because those movies have been coming out since like 2000. Yeah. That every 3 years is a new X-Men, and like they jump around timeline, but like she knows who fucking Storm is. Like she knows Wolverine. Like you know who they are.
Listen, I kind of subscribe with
when Days of Future Past came out, she's like, I want to see that. Like it's cool. Yeah. And like those movies kind of suck, but you know who they are and you care. I
subscribe with half of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. And that's why I've watched all of like the first ones, right? You know, or like the first couple Spider-Mans, most of the Batmans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I kept on like I watched the first Transformers, wasn't into it. The new Ninja Turtles, it was fine, but it wasn't into it. So like, I just don't care after that. Sick. I watched the Old Man Logan thing. Yeah. Like that was fucking good, right? Like the Wolverine or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that was good, and like the Watchmen. Yeah. That killer fucking movie. Yeah. The first Deadpool. Yeah. I haven't seen the second one, but I'm sure it's good too. Yeah. So all these first ones, like I get it, I get the appeal, but then I'm not invested enough after that. Right. And maybe I might see it from time to time. Like I plan on watching the newest Deadpool, whatever it's at now.
I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it should be. Josh Brolin's so it's in it. He's great.
Yeah. He killed it that year.
But the X-Men is where I don't get it because of there's almost been too much exposure in my life, and I've decided early that I didn't care, I didn't like it, like as much.
Then you won't like Deadpool.
It's been going on for so long, but I already checked out at like 15. And I what?
Then you won't like Deadpool 2, because it's a lot of X-Men crossover.
Well, I like the exposure through that. Actually, they do it really well.
They do a good job.
See,
it's funny. It's comedic. You know, like
I have like this is like I'm a diehard fan of the comic books. And,
House Gryffindor.
House Gryffindor for sure. Make mine Marvel. But I like don't like going to see. I stopped giving X-Men my money because I think those movies are.
Did you see
trash.
the last one?
No, I haven't seen Dark Phoenix.
Horrible. I went.
I think they're bad. I think like I've seen like you know what I mean. Like I'll download them illegally and stream them.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm not giving you my money because these movies suck. Like make something better.
Yeah.
And the same with like I like the Spider-Man movies with the new Tom Holland, but it was the same deal. Like the Amazing Spider-Mans. Like I was like I'm not paying for this. I won't see Venom. I won't pay for those movies.
I really like Venom too. I'm I guess more diehard than you.
I guess, or you're just.
I didn't even know there was one Venom. I didn't even know there's one Venom.
Great.
You're telling me there's two?
It's terrible. They're making a new Venom movie, and Morbius is coming out, the living vampire.
See, it's just like if you're like I'm only so invested in anything, unless it truly gets me. Yeah. So it's like I can only go so far into that world, and it's usually like hitting the relevant ones, like the ones that actually stand out, like introduction of a new character that isn't like a B-class character, you know what I mean?
Have you seen
or
any
a new
of the new
story,
Spider-Man
like an origin
ones?
type story? I haven't actually.
No, they're really good. I actually just rewatched.
I haven't even. I think there's a.
I've only seen it once.
Is there a Batman? Is there a Batman with Ben Affleck or something?
Yeah, not his
I haven't
own
even seen
movie.
He's in Justice League.
He's in Justice League
and
Batman vs Superman.
It's 2 movies.
But that movie,
I haven't seen any of
that. That movie really sucked. And they're making. He's not Batman anymore, right? Like they're making a new one now with fucking Robert Pattinson from Twilight. Yeah.
Whatever, dude. That's some Harry Potter shit.
It is. It's exactly like Harry Potter, but for like preteens.
Yeah.
But.
I think he'll be a good Batman, though.
I think so, too. Me and the roommates started watching that Lighthouse movie.
Yeah, I heard it's really good.
It was good, but it's like fucking, 3 hours long, and we didn't realize that, so it was 11 o'clock, and you'd look, and it's like, wow, we're only, a third into this movie. I gotta turn it off. But he was pretty good in that.
Yeah.
And even it was, watching him, just, he's got a good jaw for Batman.
He's got the jaw. If he puts on some muscle and shit, and I guess if he has a year and Hollywood diet and all that, he could look like Batman.
Especially I guess they're going for
young,
younger Batman.
That's it. Yeah,
right?
it's
that's
a
cool.
new thing.
Yeah,
I like a grizzled old one.
Yeah,
I like the idea of Ben Affleck as Batman.
Yeah,
but I didn't like those. No. The movies and the characters, he's shooting people. Batman doesn't use this is
fucking
dumb.
Zack Snyder's a cuck.
Yeah,
and I feel like he only read one Batman comic in his life, and it was the Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah,
and he's like, that's Batman, and it's fuck off.
Yeah,
no, it's not. No. That was one
when he's so
2
fed
stories.
Up at the
end.
Yeah,
that nobody's ever touched. Whatever, right? That. Not saying he ruined it. It's just fuck off. Give me a good, cool detective story.
Detective, yeah. Give us Hush.
Give us Hush.
Yeah. Would you? I actually think it would be neat if they fucking did a campy kind of the '50s flashy campy style,
like an
Batman.
Adam West.
If they tried to, like an Adam West style,
no
if they tried to, but
rubber,
obviously done.
Yeah. Just nipples?
Or maybe the way Bubba Hotep was with Elvis. If they did that as a Batman story, the guy's fucking geriatric.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel
I think, or
Lego
if they just
Batman
had a younger Batman, Adam West style.
I never saw Lego
You never saw Lego Batman?
No, I'm not watching Lego anything.
Did you see the Lego movie?
No! I just say.
No one saw the Lego movie.
Okay, well, the Lego movie's good.
Above the age of 10.
It's good. Your boy from Guardians of the Galaxy's a star, Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
And Will Ferrell's in it. It's hilarious. And Will Arnett's Batman.
Yeah.
And it's the best Batman. Really? Just in the Lego movie. It's that is the best Batman
Will Arnett's
ever.
Fucking
Will Arnett's fucking hilarious. And just the way he just
so
talks
funny.
and he's gritty and he's a little bit sad. It's so fucking funny.
A little bit sad.
And then the Lego Batman movie is also fucking hilarious. We'd have to watch that this week.
It's hard to get my mind around.
There's all these like inside jokes and shit though. Like, you know, in that like shitty Batman movie when he gets attacked by the shark and he pulls out the bat shark spray and like sprays the shark and it stops eating him when he's on the helicopter.
Yeah.
Like there's like a scene when like Batman's getting his utility belt together and he's like, oh, the bat shark spray. And, like, you will never need that. Do not bring that. He's like, I think I'm going to need it. It's like, you don't fucking need that. That's never going to come up. And he's like, I'm fucking taking it. I need it. It's like, Will Arnett is so funny. And then, toward the end of the movie, like, all these, like, pop culture, like, combinations all come together. I'm giving you guys a spoiler on this long joke.
A Lego movie.
But then the fucking shark from Jaws shows up. He's like, I got the bat spray. It's like, dun it. It's so fucking funny.
That's funny as hell. See, I wouldn't get the actual reference there though if I just watched a Lego movie.
Yeah.
Lego Batman movie.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just gonna be a stupid kids
but
movie.
It's Will Arnett.
You guys are
it's so
uber
funny.
nerds. Yeah,
he's like a comedian doing Batman, like the way that we do this, and Batman's fucking Robin, you little fucking piece of shit. Like, it's so funny.
Do they swear in the movie?
No, it's a kids movie, but he treats Robin like garbage.
Yeah.
It's Lego, dude. They don't fucking
but he's so
swear
rude to
in the
him.
Lego
It's
movie.
great. Like, Robin's always in a great mood and stuff, and he's like, Will Arnett.
All right. Well, fuck.
I would like to see them do something. Like, that's pretty, that's an interesting take on, like, kind of worn out type of story, right? Like, just all these Batman, Spider-Man, all these superhero origin stories, just like, I'm burned out.
Have you seen?
I'd like to see some new takes.
Did you see the Joker?
No, not yet. I was supposed to go to the theaters and someone bailed and it just never came around again.
Right on.
Just work and everything. So I will see that. I do want to see that.
It was a good movie.
Pretty desperately. I'm interested in it. I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah.
Not enough to fucking spoil it, but I've heard a lot about it. And
I won't spoil it, but it is just...
It's dark,
it's
right?
Like,
it's dark.
My issue with the movie is that I feel like the director just wanted to make like a Taxi Driver movie.
Yeah.
And it was...
What's wrong with that, though?
I mean, it's already been done.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie.
Fair enough.
And it's just like, I felt like this movie was like, I want to make that movie, and the studio was like, meh, it's been done. And then he was just like, well, what if it was the Joker? You know?
Yeah.
Like, I kind of just shoehorn in at the end.
That's your purest part, saying, like, it didn't need to be actual Joker. It could just be some weirdo that dresses like a clown. Yeah. And it'd be the same movie.
It could have, you know, exactly. That's what my take on that movie was. It was good.
But see, I won't see it that way.
Yeah.
Because I'm not as invested, right?
Exactly.
So I'm just going to see it as, like, the birth of this supervillain type character.
Yeah.
And it's
because that's all I know. Yeah. Like, I don't know what was written or the comic version or any of the other movie versions. Like, I'm not that invested. Yeah. So it's just going to be... I think this is going to be an interesting take because of how dark I've heard that it is. You know, where it's kind of psychological.
Yeah. Oh, it's
all. It's not just like a point A, B, C, D, E, F story.
No,
right?
you just feel sorry for him, and so relatable to like, oh, this is like everybody, like, and how it's just
and
like
you're saying like that's kind of like it could be anybody. So why is it the Joker?
No, it's more
to me. That doesn't matter at all.
No, yeah, I don't. Like, I liked it a lot.
It's just a character.
But I mean, just as far as like the movie's well done, it's about this guy that's got like schizophrenia that needs help, and then like through government cutbacks and shit, he doesn't get his meds anymore, and this is what happens. Like, he just goes fucking school shooter. Yeah. Like, it's like a fucking good movie. It's scary. It's like, wow. Like, those people are walking around every day.
Yeah.
And he just killed everybody he worked with because they were not that nice to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, you're definitely getting killed.
You're spitting on fucking...
Yeah, I was going to say, you're way better off just spitting a couple times and yelling and getting the fuck out of there. Exactly, like, you don't got to kill nobody. You got to kill him, kill him with words.
Kill him with your words. There you go.
Kill him with words, baby.
Oh, fuck. But yeah.
So we totally, like, the last couple weeks, we've just blown through 2 topics that we were going to talk about. So I'd say we just save them.
Yeah.
Because one's pretty relevant. RJ can actually go and watch it.
Yeah, I didn't watch the other one. We were going to just cuck
yeah.
our way
So,
through
I
it.
mean,
just leave those topics off the table till later.
Yeah.
We'll leave them off.
I
the
feel like,
table.
we just had a nice chat about movies.
And gripes, and Harry Potter fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And there's a good chance I'll watch the rest of Harry Potter 2 this week, I guess. Do some edibles, and I'll have, maybe that'll be an ongoing review of fucking Harry Potter movies while I'm high as shit.
Will you read the books?
No. No.
Fuck, that's way too much.
Those books are so thick, too. Like,
That's
kids that
true.
read that shit, like, what's wrong with you?
I'll watch a 2-hour movie before
go
I read
outside and play.
20-hour book.
Well, I feel exact same way. And, like, through listening to podcasts and being social and whatever else, you hear all often, like, oh, you got to read this book, you got to read this book, you got to read this book. And it's like, it sounds interesting, but I'm never going to fucking read that book.
Yeah.
I just don't have
like,
time
give
to
it to
read
me
books.
Yeah,
in a
I feel
movie,
like I'm wasting
give it
time.
to me in a movie or audiobooks.
Yeah. Audiobooks while
Yeah.
I'm working, I do enjoy.
Yeah.
But
I want to get into that.
It depends on what I'm doing. Like, if I have to actually think and pay attention, like, I can't also listen to a book.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
Yeah.
But, like, if I sit and read a book, I just immediately, like, I'm reading it like, oh, this is cool. But then I have that, like, secondary voice that's like, there's so many other things you should be doing right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a waste of time.
Oh, my God.
Versus, like, if you watch a movie...
I'm not going to fall asleep to a book.
When you watch a movie, you know, like, oh, this is like a 2-hour movie. 3 if the director's being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But, like, to sit down and, like, here's a 40-hour book I'm going to pick away at over the next month, like,
No thanks.
Yeah, it's
the only
too much
time
commitment.
reading makes sense is when it's to learn, and the only time that doesn't suck is when you actually want to.
The
That's
only time it's worth reading.
That's all that reading is useful for.
The only time reading is useful is, like, when you're reading fucking, like, porn titles. Because you don't want to be watching...
That's an interesting thing.
Yeah, you don't want to be reading, like, looking at the wrong porn.
Yeah. Where you're right on the verge, you're like that last minute or two, and you're like, I gotta find the perfect clip, and you're just scrolling all the titles, not even looking at the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Interesting take.
Yeah. I need to know what's happening in that porno before I, put her on.
I only got 2 minutes to go. The fucking clock is ticking. Like, I need to find a good title quick.
Oh, no.
What happened?
We're losing our video.
Our video is, like, out of space, so the last...
10
minutes of this video or episode or whatever will just be no video. Whatever. It's too late.
Well, I'm still here.
Yeah, but we're not, like, recording the video anymore. It's fine. It's audio.
It's
Most people only audio
screen, only. Full screen, technical difficulty.
Yeah.
At least you're back.
Yeah, most people just audio anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been back, okay?
Yeah, been back. But I guess we could
born back.
Wrap her up anyway.
Yeah, I guess we got no more movies you want to shit on. Anybody?
I haven't seen any other movies.
Dude, I gotta piss so bad.
Yeah, me
so
too.
Fucking bad.
I'm also really hungry.
Yeah. I've just been playing with my dick, honestly, for like 15 minutes, trying not to piss.
Pinching it.
Pinching it all weird and stuff.
Yeah, pinching it and squeezing my legs, and I gotta go. We gotta wrap it up. Do we got a question?
No.
God no.
God no.
Good.
All right. Well, thank you, Frontline Fiesta, for the sick intro, outro. This podcast is up on all major platforms: iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify.
Okay,
whatever.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Mike's gotta pee.
Let's keep her going.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye. See you guys next time.
Bye. Fuck you, Dustin.
Fucking
you,
Dustin. Piece of shit.
Fuck
Harris Griffin.
Fuck Muslim backpacks too.
Thanks everybody for tuning in this week. We are Pretty Much Experts. You can check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and YouTube. While you're at it, go have a look at our Facebook page. You can ask an expert any time of day or night, whatever you like. And if you're into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear from you, baby. Thanks again everybody. Tune in next week. We are Pretty Much Experts, and we love you, I guess.